Guys, well, I haven't done a video for quite a while, well, apart from the one I just put up about the scaffolders. But yeah, mistletoe. I was watching something the other night, and I think it was a bit of a truth drop, so I thought I'd look into it. So mistletoe is what most of us sort of know as like the kissing plant that you kiss people under at Christmas. And when we were kids, we were told by our mum believed that it was horribly poisonous, wouldn't have it in the house, and I've always just accepted that mistletoe is really poisonous. I see it growing in trees. When I was in Warminster, there was mistletoe in a lot of the trees, and it's parasitical. It sort of builds some sort of like scaffolding like area which goes into the tree, and it gets all its nutrients from the tree. So in the pagan world, it's much a revered plant. It's one of the most magical and sacred plants of paganism. Let's keep away from Wiki if we can. And the BBC. Oh, it's got its own website. So let's have a look. Tremendous number of mistletoe traditions and legends, some of which but by no means all are described here. The best known is the kissing one. Hanging mistletoe high up in a room and kissing loved ones, all complete strangers, below is hugely popular Christmas custom. So they've got more on that below. Norse, Greek, Roman mistletoe traditions. Apparently there was a myth that in order for a mistletoe to germinate, it had to be eaten by a bird and then pooed out. But I don't think this is true. A lot of seeds do germinate that way with birds though. Not saying they don't. And all these like little myths and how much it was revered. So I had a little look to see about this poisonous thing. Yeah. Until recent studies were published, the American mistletoe genus Phorodendron was widely considered to be extremely poisonous. So what it's going to do is basically give you a really bad upset stomach, but unless you want to eat a whole plant, I think you'll probably be alright. It's a little bit more tricky with animals. I think if an animal was to sort of ingest something. So the overwhelming majority of exposures occurred during season when American mistletoe is used decoratively. Children account for 92% of the cases reported. Most of them have no symptoms, and there's no fatalities, including the 72 people who swallowed it on purpose. So they get bad stomachs, and some reputations, some species have more of this sort of poisonous stuff in them that can cause you and make you feel ill. Okay, so I was watching this Netflix drama made by the makers of American Horror Story. So that's what you're going to get, the same sort of moody, dark, bloodthirsty, psychological strangeness that you get with American Horror Story if you watch this. So yeah, but this lead character, it's based on Ken Kesey's Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So they've just spun out a whole drama about her, like they do now. Like they've got a young Wallander, you know, Wallander, the Swedish detective. Well, they've got a young Wallander now, so he's over in Ireland as a Swedish cop, as you are. And so yeah, there's all these spin-offs because they haven't got anything else. They've got nothing else. There is nothing, so they have to do these spin-offs. Anyway, she's a lesbian, Nurse Ratched. Not too many spoilers, I hope. And has this relationship with this older woman, and it all gets very, very serious. And this older woman has cancer, and she's got no time to live. She's only got a matter of weeks to live. It's terminal, they can't operate. And anyway, a few years down the line, she's still around, looking remarkably well, and a friend of theirs turns up and says, "Oh, you look really, really well." And she looks up and says, "Yes, mistletoe, who would have guessed?" And left it at that. Nobody said, "Oh, mistletoe," you know. So I thought, a little bit of a truth drop. So let's have a look. Mistletoe. A natural cancer treatment. Mistletoe viscum album extract is a natural, safe and effective adjunct to conventional treatment for many types of cancer. Treatment with mistletoe is not a cure for cancer, but helps to improve quality of life and increase survival. Mistletoe is a plant which grows parasitically on pine, oak, elm and apple trees, among others. Blah 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 blah. Modern research on mistletoe for the treatment of cancer began in Germany in the 1950s, which is when this thing is set. It's set exactly then, this Ratched thing, and has exploded over the past few decades. Well, who would have known? So it doesn't cure, but it has an inhibitory effect on cancer cells and a stimulating effect on the immune system of a person with cancer. So yeah, this is out there, guys. How does it work? I'll leave all the links to these. Mistletoe acts in several ways to affect cancer cells, including inhibition of protein synthesis, inhibition of the formation of new blood vessels, and induction of cancer cell apoptosis, cell death. Wow. So they inject it, and you can get extract, and they inject it near the site of a tumour. It's that effective. So you can buy it. Mistletoe extract for sale, so eBay's got it, Usual Suspects have got it, Amazon's probably got it, Waterstones, oh, it's a whole book. Yeah, you can buy a whole pile of it, pick fresh to order. So, mistletoe. Yeah. Cure for cancer. Thanks for watching, guys.